Hey everybody, in this video I'm going to go over working capital financing, right? So let's just start from the top. What would you use working capital financing for? Really, you're going to be using it for, short-term expenses, inventory, adding staff, maybe some renovations to a building, basically anything that's going to help you grow and scale the business. It also can be used to get you out of certain jams, like if you have to pay off a vendor, if you have to make a big chunk payment to the IRS to get in a payment plan. The reason why it works for almost all different types of situations is because it's very flexible and it is used for all different credit types, right? And I'm gonna get a little bit more in depth in that in a little bit, right? So what are some of the benefits? The benefits are it's really quick to get done, and it doesn't go on your personal credit at all, right? It's only to the business credit, and it only is to the future sales. It's only used against the future sales of the business, right? So because of that, it's very quick. It's a very flexible program, and most people qualify. And the reason I'm saying most people qualify is, I've done, there's people that have, 500 credit that have gotten these, all the way up to 800 credit scores. In fact, one of my best clients, he started with me 6 years ago, and he was only doing about $125,000 a month. I probably gave him $5 million through these programs and then a line of credit and an SBA, and he scaled his business to from $125,000 a month to almost $1 million a month today, because he kept buying more trucks, adding more staff, and now he has a real strong company. Now, what are the qualifications? Typically, you have to be in business 6 months, credit above 500. You have to be doing $15,000 a month in sales or revenue going into a business bank account. And then if you accept credit cards, it's less dependent on cash flow. But typically, they don't want to see more than an average of 3 negative days a month. So healthy bank balances do help. But if you accept credit cards, they'll be a little bit more flexible. Underwriting will, with the the amount of negative days, right? But typically, when you're looking at short-term financing, no matter what it is, they are looking heavily on cash flow. Same thing with the bank, right? Because if your cash flow isn't strong, it's a very high likelihood that you're going to have trouble repaying any type of financing program. All right, so let's go into the terms. Terms are typically anywhere from 6 to 24 months, all right? And they either have a daily, like a Monday through Friday payment, or a weekly payment. We get a lot of weekly payments, or it could be even, every 2 weeks, right? And you can repay these out of the credit card sales. Basically, they take a fixed percentage of the credit card sales, and what's nice about that is your payment fluctuates with the volatility of your business. So if you're having a good month, you'll pay back faster. If you're having a down month, you'll pay back slower, right? You're not going to pay as much. Another key feature with these are you can usually get prepayment incentives, right? Which means if you pay it off early, you're going to save money. A lot of people don't do that for their clients, and we always do that if it's possible. And here's another thing. A lot of people have had these programs in the past and they don't like them. The reason they don't like them is they weren't structured properly, and they didn't get with the right underwriter or right lender, right? Because the way it works is there's A lenders, B lenders, C lenders, D, all the way to F, right? And once you get past the A and the B lenders, or A and B underwriters, you're getting really expensive terms, right? And no prepays and high fees and a whole bunch of other stuff that could be really damaging to a business. So if you worked with the wrong people, that's probably what happened. And I can tell you that this program, if used properly, is a very good program. It is more expensive, for sure, okay? But if you use it correctly, it's a great program. Now, what do you need to apply? Typically, you just need an application, the last 6 months of business bank statements. If you accept credit cards, the last 4 months of merchant service statements, driver's license, voided check, and your most recent tax return. That's a complete application. Now, if you're seasonal, meaning you do better in the spring, summer, winter, or fall, if you send in 12 months of statements, you're actually going to build a stronger case. A lot of people don't realize that, right? If you could see the seasonality, you can get credit for that, and you can get more and longer terms. Now, the whole application process, we've wrapped these up in 24 hours, but typically what I say is anywhere between 1 and 3 business days. And the good thing is it's a lot less restrictive and a lot more flexible. Yes, it's more expensive, and it can help you in a pinch, and it can help you. You just have to understand what you're going to be using the money for and how that's going to help your business. If I can understand that and I can relay that to an underwriter, I can get better terms for you because it's going to make more sense to them, right? If they know that you're going to use this for inventory and for marketing, and your business is going to grow 20% moving forward, it's a lot easier to get signed off on, right? If you have any questions about this program, drop it below or leave it in the comments, and I will answer it personally. Thank you.